What's up, Rap Fam? A few videos ago, we did a deep dive into the SCP Foundation, which I wrongly said SPC stood for Special Containment Procedure, but that was just a happy coincidence, I suppose. But as you guys pointed out, it actually means secure, protect, and contain. No, it actually means secure, contain, and protect. Geez, that is still a challenge for me, so this video should be fun. But in the comments of that video, you guys told me that no, I have to dive deeper into this and cover some of the creatures in it because it is just a world of fascinating things that are spooky and terrifying and are, you know, worth discovering. Since there are so many comments of different SCP creatures that we should dive into, so I decided just to pick a few, and then actually on the website there is like a highest rated SCPs, and 3 of them that you guys recommended happen to also be on this list. So I thought those are the 3 that we should definitely cover today. The first creature we're going to cover today is called SCP049, and the object class is called Euclid? Euclid? Okay, so Google says Euclid. So since there's so much written about each individual creature, I don't want to read the entire of the profile word for word. So I think today we're really just going to focus on the description for the most part. And of course, I will definitely leave a link in the description for every single creature. So if you do want to see it in its entirety, you can definitely go do that. So the description of SCP-049, it is a humanoid entity, roughly 1.9 meters in height, which bears the appearance... I feel like I hear knocking. Oh, that's very creepy. It's middle of the night. No one has any business knocking. It bears the appearance of a medieval plague doctor. And as you can see that photo right there, yep, that's instantly what I thought as soon as I saw it. And you know, pictures of medieval plague doctors are freaking terrifying me, and they send a shiver down my spine whenever I see a picture of them. To be honest though, I kind of get that way whenever I see any old type of picture. Something about it, I've seen too many horror movies that use that as a plot point, but ooh, that mask, man. Oh, that mask is so creepy. Well, SCP-049 appears to be wearing the thick robes and the ceramic masks indicative of that profession. The garments instead seem to have grown out of SCP-049's body over time. Oh, okay, so that's its skin. Oh, that is disturbing, disgusting, creepy. Oh, I don't know why, but it is. X-rays indicate that despite this, SCP-049 does have a humanoid skeletal structure beneath its outer layer. Interesting. I can't even envision what the X-ray would even begin to look like. While SCP-049 is generally cordial and cooperative with the Foundation staff, it has become especially irritated or at times outright aggressive if it feels that it is in the presence of what it calls the pestilence. Although the exact nature of this pestilence is currently unknown to Foundation researchers, it does seem to be an issue of immense concern for this creature. Ooh, why? What does that mean? If left unchecked, SCP-049 will generally attempt to kill an individual that it thinks is this pestilence. It's capable of using all biological functions as an organism to cease through direct skin contact. Oh, so you don't ever want to touch this thing. So it is like it brings the instant plague to you. That's even more terrifying than a thing with robes for skin. SCP-049 has expressed frustration or remorse after these killings, indicating that they have done little to kill the pestilence, though will usually seek to then perform a crude surgery on the corpse using implements contained within a black doctor's bag it carries on its persons at all time. What? While these surgeries are not always successful, they often result in the creation of instances of SCP-049/2, and they are instances of reanimated corpses. So these things can bring things back from the dead. I don't know if we should be terrified by that or applaud it. I feel like probably a little bit of both. These instances do not seem to retain any of their prior memories or mental functions, having only basic motor skills and response mechanisms. Oh, so they're not actually bringing like the people back from the dead, they're bringing the bodies back from the dead. So more like zombies. They are known to become incredibly aggressive if provoked or if directed by the SPC themselves. Despite these alterations, the SCP-049 often remarks that the subjects have been cured. So I don't know what this creature is all about, man. It's a plague doctor that wants to bring people back from the dead but wants to kill the pestilence but doesn't describe what the pestilence is, but thinks things coming back not as the actual people themselves is cured. I'm at a loss. These things are creepy. I don't want to say it's evil because it thinks it's doing good? I have no freaking clue. That thing is terrifying though. It can kill you by just touching you. Yep, that's enough to keep it locked up, I suppose. The next creature we are covering is called SCP-3008. Or 3008. It again is the same object class, which is Euclid. The description of this SCP is that it's a large retail unit previously owned by and branded as IKEA. Oh, okay, so this is kind of the one we did an overview of real quickly. It was like a 2-sentence overview in the SCP deep dive. I can attest that even just a normal IKEA feels like an endless maze that you are going to be trapped in forever. It literally like sucks your day away. You want to go there for one little thing and then 3 hours later, you know, where's the sun? You can't see it because there's no windows in there. A person entering SCP-3008 through the main entrance and then passing out of sight of the doors will find themselves translocated to SCP-3000-1 or 3008-1. All these numbers, guys. This displacement will typically go unnoticed for the customer as no change will occur from the perspective of the victim. Oh, wow. Yeah, I feel like if there's going to be an SCP about IKEA, that's exactly how it would go. They will generally not become aware until they try to return to the entrance, and I guess just won't ever find it. They are quite literally trapped in the maze forever. But I mean, I guess if you're at IKEA though, you pretty much have everything you need, you know? SCP-3008-1 is a space resembling the inside of IKEA furniture store, extending far beyond the limits that could possibly be contained within the dimensions of the retail unit. Current measurements indicate an area of at least 10 square kilometers. Wow, that is quite huge. So, I mean, does that mean like there's also a lot of people in there? Because sometimes when you go to IKEA, it's like butt to gut people and like trying to get your shopping cart around. It's just a mess. SCP-3008-1 is inhabited by an unknown number of civilians trapped within prior to its containment. So they can't come out at all. Well, at least they could have like a little civilization in there, right? So at least you're not all alone. Being all alone would be the worst. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, being alone for like a day or like a week sounds beautiful, but for all of eternity in IKEA sounds awful. Gathered data suggests they have formed a rudimentary civilization within the SCP, including the construction of settlements and fortifications for the purpose of defending against SCP-3008-2. Oh, that's creepy. You know, you think you're just like stuck in IKEA forever with furniture and nice kitchens. Nope, apparently you gotta defend your territory. SCP-3008-2 are humanoid entities, oh, okay, great, that exist within the first SCP. While superficially resembling humans, they possess exaggerated and inconsistent bodily proportions, often described as being too tall or too short. They possess no facial features though, so of course that's a red flag that they're not quite human. And in all observed cases wear a yellow shirt and blue trousers, consistent with IKEA employee uniform. The first SCP has a rudimentary day-night cycle determined by the overhead lighting within the space, activating and deactivating at times consistent with the opening and closing times of the original retail store. So by all means it functions like a normal store. So how did like people find this IKEA? Did it just randomly take the place of an IKEA when someone would just walk into it? Because like whenever I walk into IKEA, it's like a wave of people walking into IKEA at the same time. So would all those people then get stuck at once? Or does it just like one split second, so the first person that walks in the second? I would like to know a little bit more about, I guess, how people get trapped in it. During the night instances, the SBC-2 will become violent towards all other life forms within the SCP. During these bouts of violence, they have been heard to vocalize phrases in English that are typically variations of "the store is now closed, please exit the building." Oh, that is terrifying. That is so creepy. Oh my god, a faceless IKEA employee that looks like Slender Man telling you to leave in a demonic voice when you can't leave. Wow, okay, yeah, I get why they built like forts out of furniture now. Once day begins, the SCP-2 instances immediately become passive and begin moving throughout SCP-3008-1 seemingly at random. This SCP is known to have one or more existed locations within, though these exits do not appear to have a fixed position, making it difficult to leave SCP-3008-1 once inside. Oh, but it does have exits. Oh, I totally did not comprehend that sentence. So there is a chance someone could escape. I would spend all of eternity, I guess, trying to get out of there. But does time move in the same way? Like if they've been trapped there for what they feel like is 10 years, is it only going to be 10 minutes when they do exit? Or is it going to feel like 10 years? Again, I have a lot of questions. Oh, but since containment began, 14 individuals have managed to escape, and then they went on their merry way after they made them forget, of course. So time must move differently, because if they aged 10 years or their family thought they were vanished for 10 years and then all of a sudden showed up, they would have a lot of questions. Next time I go to IKEA, I'm going to be a tiny little bit fearful, I'm sure, remembering this and that I could be trapped in there forever. Fun. The last one we're going to cover today is called SCP-106, or 106 if you want to get technical here. I'm not sure about the pronunciation, but the object class is Keter. That picture is frightening though. What is that? It's like a zombie without a face but glowing blue eyes? Oh no. No. I don't like this. I don't want to look at this picture anymore. Oh my gosh, and then there's another creepy picture at the bottom. What is that thing? Agent redacted after release by SCP-106. Subject has been missing for 2 hours. Subject remained alive for 1 hour after release. Oh, okay. Oh, there's another picture. Corrosive damage on the initial recovery cell. Containment procedures have since been revised. Well, when they say corrosive, I think looks like blood splatter. So, zombie, blood splatter, mummified corpse. This is gonna be a fun one, guys. SCP-106 appears to be an elderly humanoid with a general appearance of advanced decomposition, aka zombie body. This appearance may vary, but the rotting quality is observed in all forms and will remain motionless for days at a time. Oh my god, can you imagine just like looking at like security footage of this thing and like 3 days by and it's just like staring dead at you through like the security camera, and then you think, oh, is it not alive? And then someone goes down and check and nope, there, you're gone, you're eaten. SCP-106 is also capable of scaling any vertical surface and can remain suspended upside down indefinitely. Oh my god, this thing hanging from the ceiling for days at a time, waiting for it to come eat you. Oh my god, that is literally nightmare fuel. Now next time I have sleep paralysis, I'm going to be thinking of this thing dangling over my head as I sleep. When attacking, it'll attempt to incapacitate prey by damaging major organs, muscle groups, or tendons, then pull disabled prey into its pocket dimension. Oh, what does that mean? So it's a little torture room that it has? In another dimension? Ugh, how? It appears to prefer human prey items in the 10 to 25 years of age bracket. Oh, lovely. Hey, you turned 26 though? Maybe it won't go for you. So that's something to look forward to. SCP-106 causes a corrosion effect in all solid matter it touches, engaging a physical breakdown in material several seconds after contact. So it is sucking the life out of these things instantly. This is observed as rusting, rotting, cracking of materials, and the creation of a black mucus-like substance similar to the material coating SCP-106. So it's like a zombie slug. Ugh. That just got even grosser. Corrosion continues for 6 hours after contact, after which the effects appear to burn out. It doesn't sound like anything makes it out of this alive. So I would say like, oh, it's only 6 hours. But like in those 6 hours, like you're goner. You're done. You're done for. This thing has you. So GG's for you, I suppose. SCP-106 is capable of passing through solid matter, leaving behind a large patch of corrosive mucus. SCP-106 is able to vanish inside solid matter, entering what is assumed to be a form of pocket dimension. Oh, so lovely. So if you're running from this thing or you're chasing this thing, wanting to capture it, and it can just up and like disappear, it can just yeet itself out of there and you will never find it. Again, this sounds like the worst one so far. Limited observations of this pocket dimension have shown it to be comprised mostly of halls and rooms with data expunged entries. So we don't know how many entries. Lovely. So it could be 1, it could be 100. This activity can continue for days, with some subjected individuals being released for the express purpose of hunting and recapture and redacted. Okay. Terrifying. What's it hiding? Like, what's worse than that? Ugh. Okay, that is literally terrifying. This is by far the worst one we covered today. This is quite literal the most nightmare fuel we've covered. Well, I think that has to do it for today, guys, because I am sufficiently creeped out. I hope you guys liked today's further deep dive into the SPC Foundation. If you want to see us cover even more of these creatures, definitely leave the number of the creature you want us to explore in the comments below, and maybe we'll do another one of these videos if you guys want to see it. Of course, if you want to see it, give this video a big thumbs up too, so that I know that's what you want. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, keep the radness, and I'll see you real soon. Bye!